Tony's Mod Time, it's Mod Time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod Time!
Welcome to Mod Time with Tony. It's Tuesday, the 25th of October. Got a bunch of new mods today. Let's get to them right now. Starting off. Wooden Shed. All of these today, I should say first off, are all platforms. There's not one PC only new mod today. So all of these are for everyone. So let's start with Wooden Shed. It's an open shelter, a concrete wall shelter, and then a shelter with a wooden wall. Good looking shelters. 3 different ones. Pretty neat. Next we have Factory Bottle Milk. This takes milk for 70 grand. Holds 10,000 liters. $1,000 daily maintenance, kind of high. Takes regular milk, turns into bottled milk, puts out the pallets, which you can then sell. The selling station is 4 grand. Now I did test this real quickly on the one map, so it's going to vary by map probably. But I did get about 3.5 times milk, so I think milk was 2 grand on the map I was on, and the bottled milk sold for around 7. So it's a pretty good money maker. Not bad. Pretty fast working too. Next we have Rock Crawl, a map by Alien Jim. Apparently it was intended for vehicle and equipment testing. People wanted it, so we put it out there. It's designed for tractor use, so it's got rock crawls, as you see on the right hand picture. The PDA is in the middle there. It's got a few fields that you can do some things on. Again, he was testing on this map. There's some areas to test your semis, how much weight they can pull. There's a few fields and sell points, as he says. So you can do stuff on there, but there are some big ramps. There are some obstacle courses for tractors. And you can test your incline, power, all kinds of stuff. It's fun. It's like a test map. Rock crawl. Have a little fun with it. Alien Jim always makes good stuff. Actually, fish farming. $20,000 per pool. The more pools you have, the more fish you get. You feed them 7 maize, 6 soybean, 4 wheat, 8 mineral feeds, and you get 10 fish. So the more you have, the more you're going to make. Only 5 cycles per hour, which is really slow. But, you know, fish take time. What are you going to do? There's a cold fish storage in the blue container. Holds 47 crates. Each crate is 100 liters. Production buffer storage is 200 liters. I guess that's a couple crates it'll store in there for you. And you get a sell point for $500. It's not a bad factory. It looks really well done model-wise. Again, it's going to be a little slow, but fish take time to grow. Something different. Next, from Omatana. I'm kind of waiting for this one. Her American barn. This is the barn that's on Elm Creek. She's modified it. Several variants. You got a normal barn as a vehicle shelter. You can change the colors on it. You got an additional metal multi-fruit silo or a concrete multi-fruit silo. You see the metal one on the right-hand picture. The concrete one is your standard silos we have. And it has an additional hayloft and a living loft upstairs as a farmhouse. So you can have a sleep trigger, that sort of thing. 2 separate silos. Again, the metal and the concrete you can add. The barn's 30,000. I love how she puts the slot count on here. Well done, Omatana. More modders should be doing that as well. You can see all her stuff holds a lot. 10 million liters. Fairly cheap on the price. It's 45 grand for the barns. The hay storage is only 40. The farmhouse functions 45. And the silos are 10,000 a piece. Very cool standard American barn with storage, hay lofts, all kinds of good stuff. Well done. This is going to be great. Next, from the FSG guys, we got placeable pumpkins. You got the pumpkins. You got the scarecrow in the bottom left picture there. All the pumpkins are carved. You can see the IH on the right, but they have Claas, John Deere, Deutz, Fendt, Giant Software, all good kind of Kubotas, lizards, all your branded carved pumpkins. A little fun for next week. $20 a piece. Next, we got an old shed with workshop trigger. I like the look of this thing. Nice outdoor workshop with a vehicle trigger. Repair your stuff here. It's 5 grand. Lights at night. It's cool. Something different. Small Brick Dairy. This looks familiar. It's 25 grand. You can sell your stuff for 5% more. Again, it's a sell point. I think we've had this building before, but it's a Small Brick Dairy. Now we have another chainsaw. Apparently, I've been reading on the Giants forum, people want different chainsaws. So here is one. Still MS261CM Light 04. It's a lot of numbers and stuff. $1,100. So you're going to pay an extra $100, I think, of the regular chainsaws. 4.1 horsepower. I don't think that makes a difference. And the working width is 0.4 meters. Again, I don't think that makes a difference. It's a different chainsaw. If you're into certain brands of chainsaws, then here you go. First of a couple maps today, besides the test map. Blackwater Bottoms. I did run through this today during the stream. It is a nice map. It is simple. Again, not a bad word. Simple. It's got all the normal productions that you can want to put down for the base game. You have everything standard. Crop rotations, all that good stuff. It's not a multiplayer map from what I can tell. There is a starting farmyard. I don't think there's a ton of room to start multiple farms and land to start multiple farms. But, you know, you can make it how you want it. It's a good, solid, basic single-player map. I think it's great. It's flat. The fields are square. You're going to have good worker issues. It's got forestry if you want it. Everything's buyable. You start off owning like an oil mill and some greenhouses. All the grass areas in between you own. So again, it's a good single player. Nicely done. Simple, but well done. So we got an EU farmhouse, not for Blackwater Bottoms, but it's $9,500. Custom 3D textures, lights, props around the farmhouse. It's a farmhouse. Brick buildings. We got a dirty garage and a clean garage. Dirty's 30 grand. Clean is 35 grand. You got to pay 5 grand to clean that thing. It's still expensive. Next, we have a grain cell. This building was in 19. I think this has been converted. I don't know if the ramp has been converted. I think the ramp on the right side there is new. It will tilt your semi up to dump. It's 150 grand. It only holds 200,000 liters, which I think is a little bit small. I think we could up that capacity a little bit and be pretty good. But it is a cool looking building. A nice, different type of grain silo. But yeah, it's got the lifting ramp. I think just the capacity needs to be a little higher. Next, we got a chicken shed. It's 25 grand. Holds 300 chickens. Not much more to say about that. It holds chickens. Next, we got a hayloft. There's actually 2 haylofts. The pictures are the small barn, 75 grand, holds 1 million liters. The big barn is 175 grand, holds 4 million liters. These are neat looking, good little American style. I don't know if you're an American, but the small one's got the blower. The big one, you got the drive-through. They're cool hayloft barns. Next, we got a grain silo system. Holds 3 million liters, 250 grand. It's big. It's silo complex, you know. It's going to be big. It holds a bunch. It's really neat. If you're going to do big farming, these are dotted all over the Midwest where I'm from. So these are kind of neat. Next, we got a warehouse with a conveyor belt. These are for potatoes and sugar beets. 16 grand, so it's cheap. It only holds 70,000 liters. Again, 70,000 liters of potatoes is nothing. I know we're going for realism, but 70,000 liters is not going to hold very much. I mean, you're just basically going to be using this to make pig food with. Because any field size, you're going to have a lot of potatoes or sugar beets. So again, up the capacity. I know it's not realistic. Give us an option. But it is a good looking building. Next, we got fuel gallon. It's $50. It holds 60 liters. You can take it to the field if you run out of gas. I guess instead of a fuel tank, you want to do it this way. Put it in your, Kubota ATV. There you go. We got a 2-wheel trailer. It's just a small little trailer. It's got a little ramp at the back. I don't think you can fit much vehicles in there, but it'll hold a couple bales. 1,900 liter capacity on the grain. $3,200. It's a good option. Next, we got Sosnovka Placeables Pack. I gotta be honest, I wasn't thinking much of this, but every time I saw the different pictures of it, there are some really neat looking buildings in here. Really, how do I describe it? They're run down. They're falling apart. Pieces are falling off the roofs. Bricks are falling off the sides. It's a nice aesthetic to these placeables if you're going for that. Kind of these Eastern European style buildings, kind of in disrepair. It's a really cool look. Give them a try. Check them out. We got a fresh products warehouse pack. So butter, lettuce, eggs, tomato, grape juice, strawberries, cakes, and cheeses. So base game stuff. Holds up to 300 pallets, which it's not too bad. It's 80 grand. And you can store your stuff. It's just a warehouse. You can store them, distribute them, or sell them from there. But, bring them from the greenhouse, put them in here, and then do what you want with them. Next, we got a flat cutter trailer. This is a different cutter trailer. Kind of interesting. It says it's for between 4 to 6 meter headers. It's only $850. It's different than the normal ones. Something to try. We tried putting the swather from the swather pack on here, and it was a little bit high for that. But it is neat. A different style. You got the Lizard logo 21. 42 grand. Tension belt support. All kinds of colors and stuff. Extend the load space, so I guess it goes back, but it's a log trailer. Everyone's going to be looking for log trailers now that we're getting Silver Run. And then lastly, we have this CSE pack returns. I'm not going to go through everything that's in here. You can see there's just tons of stuff. If you're familiar with 19 and played, you probably had the CSE pack. I had it as a staple mod. So many shovels, buckets, lifts, the big bag handler, obviously. The blade was always good. There's a couple underrated things in here that for logging, like the scoop. Works really well for the logs with the tension belts. All good stuff. Again, it's a great mod. It's not very big, but it has a ton of equipment in it. So I suggest always keeping this around. But those are your mods for today. All platforms, a bunch of different stuff. Kind of an eclectic group, but great. Hit that like and that subscribe if you like these videos, guys. Feel free to put comments down below if I missed anything or something else you want to see. I try to respond to them all. But for Tuesday, that is...
Tony's Mod Time, it's Mod Time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod Time!